a small provincial town in France. I met her when I started a new job, and we quickly became friends, even though we were completely different in character, temperament, and outlook on life. I liked her openness, her spontaneity, and the fact that she lacked any sort of cunning or calculation. I won't use her real name. Let's call her Claire. Claire was married to a cheerful, simple man named Julian, who clearly loved her. He often called her, met her after work, and looked at her with adoration. He worked as a systems technician at a local plant. They had been together for 5 years and had a 4-year-old child. I admired their family. They were warm, lively, and sociable. We often spent time at their home in a friendly group. It was always easy and fun. I loved seeing how tender they were with each other. Claire wasn't just charming inside. She was also very beautiful, yet she accepted compliments calmly, always saying that Julian was still the best. But one day, everything changed. We worked at the editorial office of a small-town newspaper. One day during a staff meeting, our editor introduced a new hire from the regional capital, a journalist known for his sharp, socially aware articles. The editor hoped this new addition would liven up our slowly fading publication. This new asset was named Mathieu. Again, name changed. He was charismatic, attractive, witty, and clearly a seasoned flirt. Even our older female colleagues were giddy around him. Mathieu gave attention to everyone, with impressive skill. Soon I noticed Claire began coming to work as if she were dressing for a celebration. She dodged my questions with jokes, but it became obvious. She tried to interact with Mathieu at every opportunity. She'd ask for help she didn't need, chat with him frequently. And Mathieu, of course, didn't refuse a beautiful woman his attention. Worried, I decided to talk to Claire as a friend. During a lunch at a cafe, I bluntly told her I thought she was flirting with Mathieu. She denied it, and she was offended. She insisted she only loved Julien. The conversation didn't go well, and I couldn't shake the uneasiness that followed. 2 days later, after work, I offered to wait for Claire so we could go home together. But she said she had to stay late to finish her work. I offered to help. She insisted I leave. Something was off. I suspected she stayed because Mathieu was also working late and usually locked up the office. I waited for the bus, troubled by my thoughts, but I couldn't bring myself to get on. Instead, I returned to the office. I had a key, since I usually arrive first in the morning. I made my entrance loud on purpose and headed to the kitchen area. The light was on, and there they were, Claire and Mathieu. Claire was clearly not pleased to see me. She asked why I had come back. I said I'd help her finish work and we'd go home together. Mathieu handled it gracefully, cheerfully even, offering coffee. But the tension was obvious. He was overly upbeat. Claire was irritated. And I was full of doubt. He left shortly afterward, asking me to lock up. Left alone with Claire, I expressed my concerns again. This time, she didn't deny it. She broke down in tears, admitting she was very drawn to Mathieu. He was exciting, vibrant. Julien, though loving, made life feel dull and routine. She longed for passion, for intensity. I told her I didn't believe someone could truly love their partner, and yet crave excitement elsewhere. She got upset. We argued. For the next week we barely spoke, only interacting when necessary for work. She kept flirting with Mathieu. and I couldn't bear to watch. Then, a few days later, Mathieu approached me. He wanted to talk. After hours, when everyone had left, he confessed. While he noticed Claire's interest, he couldn't reciprocate. He had a wife, she was pregnant, and he deeply loved her. He asked me to find a gentle way to let Claire know, without embarrassing her. I respected that, and agreed. Instead of confronting Claire directly, I casually shared the story of Mathieu's devoted wife and future child over tea with our gossip-prone older colleagues. It worked. They spread the story throughout the office. Claire clearly heard it. She was visibly shaken. Despite this, Claire didn't back down. She continued showing Mathieu extra attention. He, in turn, looked confused. He even signaled to me, as if to ask, "What now?" Then came February 23rd, a men's holiday in France. Not a day off back then. The office celebrated with drinks, including Mathieu and Claire. As the party wound down, I stayed to lock up. Just when I thought I'd finally go home, I heard loud shouting. Claire was hysterical, trying to hit Mathieu, who dodged her slaps. From her drunken shouts, it became clear. Mathieu had finally told her the truth, that he was married with a child on the way, and that he rejected her. Seeing Claire in that state, I had no choice but to call Julien. When he arrived, Claire lashed out at him. She said she wanted a divorce, that he was boring, that she wanted to leave with Mathieu. Julien said nothing, helping her get dressed while she hit him. We got her into a taxi. I came along. On the way, Julien called his mother to take the child for the night, saying Claire had the flu. I watched Julien carefully. He seemed calm, but deeply hurt. I asked if Claire was safe to be alone with him. He responded, "Just because her feelings for me are gone, doesn't mean mine are. I love her. I'll make sure she's okay." I believed him. Claire didn't come to work the next day. I visited her after hours. She looked miserable. Julien was there, calm and quiet. Claire insisted he leave the house. He didn't argue, but when she became aggressive again, I snapped. I told Julien to pack a few things and come stay at my place. Claire cursed at me now too, but I didn't care. I was grateful though, because it pushed Julien to finally act. I wasn't afraid for Claire's safety. Her pride would keep her from doing anything drastic. Still, I called her sister to check in on her. What happened next? The usual. Claire calmed down. She called Julien, asking to talk. He went. I don't know what they discussed, but he stayed the night. On Monday, Claire came to work, quiet and pensive. We didn't talk. Neither did she and Mathieu. 2 weeks passed like that. Then Claire asked us both to talk. She said she wanted to forget everything, that it had been a mistake, that she loved Julien, that life with him was calm and stable, maybe too calm. She admitted she was a passionate person. She needed more excitement, but she still wanted to be with Julien. Sounds like a happy ending. Right. It wasn't. A year later, Claire left Julien for another man. That relationship ended too. He was married. She remarried. This time to a man, more like Julien. But he drank too much. Another divorce followed. She searched for love again. But the good ones were all taken. And she didn't want the bad ones. Julien eventually remarried. And he seemed happy. We rarely kept in touch. Years later, when I visited and caught up with Claire, I asked her honestly, was there really no love for Julien? She said something very simple. With Julien, I lacked emotion. Life just fell into a routine. Husband, child, repetition. He loved me, yes, but I needed attention, passion,